Men do not know how lucky they are when a girl actually likes them. Like, do you know how many unanswered texts I have in my phone from men who I take literal days, if not weeks, to respond to? Do you know that the fact I'm responding to you the same business day is a privilege? I don't think they do. I don't think they know.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Saving Men's Lives Network. Today we're going to cover rampant entitlement. Like our friend here, this lovely young lady is telling men that it's a privilege for her to return their call or text in the same day. Fellas, I'm going to say this one more time. For those of you guys who are new, welcome. Hit that like button. If you meet a female, I don't care if you just met her 5 minutes ago or if y'all been dating for 3 years. If she at any point in your interaction with her makes you feel like she's doing you a favor by interacting with you, at any level, you cut her. Right then, right there. You make her feel just as lowly as she deserves to feel. You make her understand that it's you doing her a favor. Because I promise you this right here. If you took a washcloth and some Noxzema to her face, she wouldn't have all this false confidence, sucking down a $16 coffee or whatever they cost over there. You send this depreciating asset right back to the streets where she belongs.
I think it's kind of offensive if a guy doesn't try to hit on me. I'm like, what are you doing? What's wrong? It's a little like, did I do something with my face? What's wrong with you? Are you gay?
Listen, so you're saying that pretty much anyone who interacts who is like single and dating should pretty much at one point or another try to make a move. Okay.
Yeah, I'd be honest and like married man, all that, but I feel like if you're in an environment to meet people, why are you not talking to me? I feel like a lot of why don't guys like walk up to females? Even if they think they're the prettiest, why won't you walk up?
Stop giving these women free attention.
For you guys who've been here for a while, you already know it's extremely difficult for women to handle rejection, even a perceived rejection by a guy not walking up to her from across whatever room she's in. And the thing is, fellas, what men have got to start understanding is male attention and validation are quite literally more important to women than oxygen. They've got to know I can still pull guys. They've got to know in themselves I'm still pretty enough to make a guy think that extracting his resources is his idea. This is what she's saying. Now, she threw a bone. She's a married guy, which, married guys shouldn't be out here doing side quests. But at the same time, she's saying in her head, a guy must be a homosexual if he's not attracted to her. Well, maybe you're just not his type, shorty. I mean, you cute enough, you got it going on as far as that is concerned. You got a decent little figure to you, but you're not going to be everybody's type. And the guy you want might have or might be able to pull way better than you. So, hey, take the L like we men have to do on many occasions. Put your big girl panties on and remind yourself it's not all about you and the world doesn't revolve around you. As far as the whole why don't men approach women these days, what rock have you been living under? Hashtag me as well. Hashtag me 1+1 has run rampant in this culture and society. Chivalry's dead, sweetheart. Women killed it. We here at the network only approach women who give us clear choosing signals. We don't do cold approach over here. We leave that to the telemarketers.
You ain't paying for dates, I can't be with you.
Here we go again.
A guy is supposed to pay for dates no matter what. And you better make sure gas in my car.
What? Oh, you're saying a trick or something? Because if I fill up his gas and then she goes to sit down pissed, you know what I mean?
But why you even thinking like that?
What do you mean? Come on now, dawg. You're a player. That's what it is. You gaslight men into saying, oh, you should pay for my gas just because you want to. You shouldn't even be thinking about what I do. And then you're going to go and another shit. I can't have that.
If he's not picking me up, for one, and you're telling me, meet you somewhere, let's do this, make sure gas is in my car. Baby, you got gas? Here's money for gas.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
How to be a trick 101. It ain't me. It ain't me. That won't happen until I'm in a relationship.
Send me like a little Cash App or an Apple Pay, like here's $25.
No.
That's what I'll do in a relationship, but before I know I got it, it's crazy.
This is incredible. This chick who's obviously overweight for her height is making demands of men she simply does not qualify for. She's saying that a man should pay for dates no matter what. That's a substantially traditional perspective. What are the odds, fellas, that she's a traditional woman? What are the odds that she knows how to satisfy a man the way her great-grandmother knew how to? And then when he asked her, by confronting her on her ridiculousness, what's in it for me? Her response was, why you even thinking like that? Basically, all benefit for me, all downside for you. Fellas, if you meet a woman like this, who's demanding these types of things from you from day one, you don't know her from a can of paint, run as fast as your legs can carry you.
My last relationship, we broke up because he asked me to marry him, but then he asked me to sign a prenuptial agreement, and I said absolutely not. What? I think that's bogus. I'm not going to sign a piece of paper that says that if you leave me, I get nothing. Like, no, I think that I should have half of everything that you've worked your entire life for. And I think that's fair.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
What I wish is that this bird brain's point of view was one of a kind. I wish it wasn't pervasive. But the truth of the matter is, fellas, and before I even go there, let me ask you guys a question. Because you guys know your story better than I do. How many of you guys have worked your whole life to get to where you are? Struggling, scraping, grinding. For some of you guys, you're already very successful. For others, you guys are just starting out. Other guys are right in the middle and things are starting to turn around for them economically. Imagine someone coming into your life who, and you heard the expression, you won't shoot with me in the gym. Imagine somebody showing up in the fourth quarter, the last 2 seconds of the game. And then if things don't go according to plan, she thinks it's fair, her words, not mine, to take half of everything you've earned up to that point. Gentlemen, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Western women do not deserve commitments. Certainly not one as expensive and as dangerous to you as a marriage. Don't do it.
When a guy meets your friends for the first time, should he pay for all your friends, even if there's like 4 of them? 1, 2, 3, yes.
What the fuck?
No. Fellas, if you ever take a chick on a date and her friends are already at the dinner table when you get there, or they just so happen to show up during the meal, they plan to, days before. And the chick you're with sees you as a sucker, told her friends as much, and they intend to screw you over. Get up from that table, pay for the food you've already ordered, and never speak to her again.
Worse than heartbreak? When a loyal simp just moves on. What the No! Because you need to come back here right now. What did I do wrong? Did I give you the ick?
No, he just finally realized that you've been playing games with him. You've been playing with his emotions. You've been playing with his mental. You've been giving off the persona like, hey, you know what, this might work one day. Or he was just so down bad for you that he was okay being your friend because he thought maybe one day you would see his value. But then he slowly started to understand that him listening to all your men problems and your men stories just wasn't worth it anymore. He got tired of you going to these guys that were blowing your back out, leaving you, and then guess who had to repair you? He did. And then after a lot of those conversations, you would probably end it with, oh my God, you're such an amazing man. Someone would be so lucky to be with you, but yet you never wanted to be with him. So guys, please understand this. She knows you like her, and she likes you in the friend zone because she knows she can count on you to validate her.
She called that dude a loyal simp, fellas. This is how you know your validation should be closely guarded and it's reserved only for women who like you back. But homeboy was right. He got tired. He got sick of playing the game. He decided to move on to greener pastures. If you're in the friend zone right now, you should do the same.
It's good money.
Pull up your account.
My phone is dead.
Okay.
What is good?
Until you can pull up your account, then...
Well, give us an idea. Why does it have to be about me? Is a couple
I'm
million
losing my
enough?
voice.
Is a couple million enough?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? Like nowadays, the market is so inflated that to get a 31-year-old girl,
you know what's funny though?
You need to have multi-million dollars, like to get a ran through 31-year-old like sweatpants Birkin bag. You need to have multiple M's in the bank.
I know.
That's insane.
You can't just be funny and have a fucking 8-inch hammer anymore.
Hold on.
What the fuck?
Hold on. Do you hate women?
You serious?
Now, for those of you guys unfamiliar with this bird brain who's chirping, this is Sophia Franklin, podcaster, TikToker, estimated net worth around about $500,000. So she's done okay for herself financially, but she is absolutely the lowest of lowest hanging fruit. And this right here, shout out to Sneeko for pointing out the painfully obvious. That despite the fact she's high income, she's entirely low value. But of course, you can't criticize a woman in her idiotic life decisions unless you hate them. It can't be you can see what's right in front of you and understand that yellow and blue make green. She's upset because they're talking about a clip of hers that went viral just a couple of weeks before this podcast she's on right now. And you know what? I'm gonna let her speak for herself. Roll the clip.
I'm not joking. I have asked the last 3 dudes I've dated for their bank account info on the first date.
I don't judge people's actions. I look at the intention behind it. So, like, why do you ask for that?
Because I only want to date a wealthy guy that has money.
Valid, so you're getting straight to the point.
I think, I have a job. I'm very successful. So I think I have every right to be like, hi, are we on the same level or am I wasting my time?
I want to hear from you fellas. You tell me, what would you do if on your very first date with a chick, she demanded to see your bank account information? Appetizers hadn't even got to the table yet. What do? Bear in mind, the chick who's asking is the same exact female, the same exact gutter rat that said this about being faithful to her man.
Yeah.
I've cheated plenty of times in my life, by the way. But I'm a reformed cheater. I would never do it again.
So never again. Good.
Never again. Sometimes if it's going to be a one-off thing and you sleep with someone one time and then you'll never cheat again and you don't ever talk to that person again.
Says a reformed cheater.
It's not. It's a little bit different.
That's acceptable?
No, it's not acceptable, but it's more understandable. I don't know. I kind of think everyone deserves a one-time cheat in their relationship or marriage.
So it's safe to say you're gonna cheat again.
Not when I have a ring on it.
What about engaged? You're engaged for a year.
That's a gray zone.
Yeah, I know.
But once it's marriage, it's done.
Okay,
and I used to hold to
so
that.
you're engaged. It's still on the table for you.
The one-time cheat. It's called the one-time cheat. There's no emotions. It's like you never hear from that person again.
Yeah, this is the chick who's asking guys date 1 for their banking information. Fellas, I did a whole video on this chick before, and I'm gonna pin it down to the top comment. You gotta hear this bimbo babble. It is incredible. This woman thinks, and she's not alone, as you've seen today, they believe they're worthy of the best caliber of men. They believe they're worthy of the men at the very, very top. They won't even look at a guy they actually qualify for, which is probably an orangutan at this zoo. Gentlemen, this chick is a certified jump off. No man should take her seriously. A guy working the drive-thru at McDonald's or a multimillionaire. But again, don't take my word for it. Take hers. Roll the clip.
How far are you driving to a sneaky link?
Oh, I'll fly. I'll fly to sneaky links. Okay. I got one tomorrow. A flight in the morning. So.
Sophia Franklin, fellas. An unintended commercial for the Passport Bros. With that said, that's my time. Like the video? Comment down below. Share with a friend and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Never let your brother suffer in silence when the truth can set him free. Networkers, you working. Until next time.